Welcome back to some Cosmic Express. I'm Dear Darling, and all aboard, we're about to depart, as again we are still trying to persevere with these levels which I've not completed, but still want to complete before we get on to Nova. We don't actually have all that many left, but I'm going to say, I actually thought about some of these levels off camera, and this one I thought about. I'm pretty sure I've solved it, and I feel so stupid because if you don't know, I was basically like doing this the entire time and being like, how do I get this one? I can't deliver it anywhere. I'm so dumb. Why don't I just go back upwards? I don't have to go down the entire time. I could just do that. So I know it's a bit of an anticlimactic start with just like immediately solving level, but I think what helped with this one, it was actually very easy to picture in my head. Like, I could actually remember what the level looked like. The rest of these, I didn't think about that one, I don't think at all. I thought about... Did I think about that one? I thought about that one. You know, I think I might have thought about one I already solved. So maybe that was a little bit of a fruitless endeavour. But I can't believe... I said this entire time, this level looks so easy, and it is actually incredibly easy. You just go backwards. It's so... I feel so dumb, but oh well. Excuse me. My throat is in jeopardy. Okay, so we've seen this one so many times, and it's a shocking result that I haven't even solved it yet, but I assume it's got to start like this, and we do something like this, we deliver like that, and then we do something which I haven't yet figured out. Like, okay, I'm trying to think what the last step would be. The last step will probably be delivery like this, but how do we pick you up? We had to pick you up like this, don't we? But we can't deliver to you anymore, so that can't be right. It has to be this one last. It just has to. There's nothing else which makes sense, in my opinion. And surely we've got to use portals, because you've got to be thinking of portals, because it makes a nice little channel here, I suppose, when we do this, which feels like it should be useful. So what if it's something like... The thing is, I don't want to close myself off. It's really hard to deliver this one without closing myself off. It's a problem. Probably because of the way I've delivered this, maybe. I don't know what I want the end result to look like. I'm going to be perfectly honest. And I also just realised I can't see the bottom of my OBS. There we go. I feel like this is a reasonable start, or some sort of variation of this. Because this delivers two of them, and you have a reasonable amount of space to work with. Because I feel like the key must be... must be this third one. It's a linchpin. Because it's like, how do we approach you without blocking things off? We had to either leave this channel, or we had to deliver via this channel. Maybe we can deliver via that channel, hold on. But we can't do that without blocking that off. So maybe it was like this. Does it matter if we go through left or right, or if we go up and down? I don't really know. I feel like up and down makes more sense through this place, because then we can go directly into here without having to do a sort of weird workaround. Like, I feel like this just makes too much sense to not be the solution. I feel like we must go up through this. But I don't want to trap myself like this. So it's like I need to enter the portal from a different direction. I mean, it's possible also that we are meant to deliver to that one first. The thing is, delivering to this one first feels really awkward, because then we had to pick up this orange one. Which I guess is not that awkward, but it's pretty hard to deliver this orange one anywhere. Which is why I'm not convinced that it's anything but this. I'm just doing the same thing over and over again. Maybe we actually deliver this one last. I don't know if I've ever considered that before, to be honest. That blocks a lot of things off if we try that. Oh, and we can't even get out. That's also another thing I should probably just realise. By drawing this pattern, I've effectively blocked off this from here, and we can only cross this. We can only cross through this boundary once. So that does scream to me that we should pick you up probably now, and we should go through that way. And it feels like if I just picked up this orange one, I could just go up like this and I would deliver it, but unfortunately I've not. It's hard to use all these spaces very efficiently. How can I ever pick you up? If I had to deliver you earlier on. So maybe... I just remain unconvinced that we need to deliver this one first when we can just go down and deliver this one. I feel like, don't overcomplicate things if you don't have to. You got to have a reason to overcomplicate it in this game, otherwise you're just sort of, barking up the wrong tree entirely. Especially because this isn't one of the capstone levels, the endpoint levels. You would have thought it wouldn't be that difficult. It would be much more straightforward than you might expect. So maybe the answer is we don't even use a portal. Oh, the answer is we don't even use the portal. I'm surprised I hadn't tried that, actually. Here I was going on and on about that nice little channel which we had in the middle. And then I just proceeded to never even think about the fact that we had 2 spaces there. We could definitely fit in space to go round. I guess it is a mild addiction to trying to use the actual mechanics, the gimmicks of a level every single time, when I don't necessarily need to, Okay, well, let's do this the naive way before we start to try and think a bit more about whether that is a good idea or not. I have a hunch of fast. The last... Ooh. This is very similar to a previous level, isn't it? Didn't we have another level kind of similar to this? We've got to be careful. If I pick up purple up... No, there's surely no way I pick up purple up one now. If I do this, I can't come back. Okay. What if I started by picking up the oranges? Boom. Those 2, done. Now what? There's a question of how do I get up here without ruining everything? I can't get to the other side if I do that anymore. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. We still need to exit through that way. So if we do this, that's fine. We can never go through the top now. So something like this? Huh? What am I doing? Well, now it doesn't even matter anymore, does it? Well, now we can go through the top, because the whole idea of not going to the top is we need an exit plan. Actually, no, we can't go through the top. Actually, we need an exit plan. That's a very good point. Hold on. What do we think the exit looks like? Do you think it looks straight through a portal? I think the exit probably looks like with us delivering 2 purples or something from a portal. That is my hunch. Or we pick up like those 2. Sorry about that, a little bit of a pause. I'm back now. Yeah, so we're trying to work backwards on this. Actually, without loss of generality, does it matter if we deliver purple or orange last? It probably doesn't. Because looking at how symmetrical this level is, I would not be surprised if it has 2 solutions, one by delivering purple last and one by doing orange last. Or at least it has, actually no, it probably isn't symmetrical now I think about it, because order that you pick things up does matter in this game. But I wouldn't be surprised if there was some sort of symmetry in possible solutions. That's not very helpful to think about, to be honest. You can't really guarantee that the solution is symmetrical. I think it's very plain to see. Oh, I shouldn't say it's plain to see, but the hunch is, and I feel like it's a pretty fair hunch, is that the gist of this level is deliver 2 purple or 2 orange, deliver 1 purple, 1 orange, and then deliver the other 2. Just do it in order. So I guess it makes more sense to deliver the 2 purple first, because these are a lot easier to grab. So, you know, just like this through the portal, but now the trick in the other level was to not use the portal too much. So I guess we could do something like that. But I don't think we can get to the other side if we do this. We have 3 I know we can get to the other side. Wait, but hold on, that's just a solution. Oh. Why does it feel so anticlimactic when I get some of these solutions? I didn't actually complete my train of thought, but my train of thought was the crux in the last level, which got me stuck for so long, is I tried to overuse our portals when I didn't need to. So I was going to say I should try and not use a portal until I have to. So I was like, here seems like a good time not to. I think that's probably an important lesson for me to learn about portals and all that. Is that I think I try to tend to overuse them as much as possible, because in my head I'm like, portals, they save space, because now instead of travelling from point A to point B, I'm now going for a wormhole from point A to B. Now I've got that space in the middle, but I don't justify it enough. Like, for someone who tries to work very logically through these puzzles to try and get from point A to point B, how does this follow on for this? I'm doing this because I have to do this. I definitely overuse the portals. And crossroads, I think, are the same thing. I'm like, this is space efficient. I have to use it now. When really, I should just think about it a bit more carefully and be like, yes, okay, maybe I can hold off on using it till later, till now, etc., etc. But this one, I feel like we were relatively close. And last time we did it, if you can tell, I'm a lot more rested than last time I recorded the last 2 videos. It's been a bit longer since I went on holiday, but I remember my general idea being something like we do like a loop-de-loop and we grab this and we do a loop-de-loop, right? We do like 4 loop-de-loops, and then, okay, no, not 4 loop-de-loops, because you can't hear. And then we do like a loop-de-loop on like this. No, wait, maybe it's through here? I don't really remember anymore. Is that right? But the general idea is we take you on a trip to here, no, to here, and take you here, take you here, then take you here, then somehow get out. Excuse me, but it's the somehow get out part, which is always a difficult part. Because I don't know exactly how we can do it, because we always like end up creating too many gaps. No, not too many gaps. We end up blocking off too many things when we do this. Because right now we have to give up usage on one of these things. Oh yeah, and I also made that commentary part last time. I was like, we probably don't have to use all of the crossroads. So maybe I don't use a crossroad now. Maybe... What? No, I have to use a crossroad. I have to use at least one crossroad, I forgot, when I'm delivering YouTube, because I have to do a loop. See, every part of my body is like, why not go through use this loop? But I'm like, I'm pretty sure I tried that. Wait, I have to... No, I don't have to use that loop. No, but that blocks off the exit. So... I mean, maybe I do use that loop, but... Again, it's trapped me off. I'm still a bit trapped, aren't I? Actually, if I had a bit more space here, maybe I could do it. Maybe if instead of doing it like this, it was like this. This, yeah, because this feels kind of close again and again. I just don't have quite enough space to work with. So the question becomes, I suppose, where can I get that space? Like, I don't think we can do this part any more efficiently, providing that this is the right structure for an answer. Because it might not be, to be fair. Like, what if we just skip out that first thing? Hold on. Oh my god. See, it's amazing. Sometimes these levels become really easy when you have a good structure from your... Oh, I actually just missed that alien. I feel like I'm also starting to learn a lot about myself when I do the Cosmic Express. It's like I feel like I get a good structure and justification of like an answer. I get like 80% of a way there, but then I can't find that last 20%, you know, to actually push through to the answer. Because I swear I did that so many times, but every single time, you know, again, it's me overusing the gimmick of the world. I'm like, I have to use this crossroad at the first opportunity. No, you don't. You didn't have to use it, you know. That's another thing I need to remember as we go on to Nova levels, is that try, you know, not experimenting with how you're interacting with mechanics, but when you interact with mechanics. You probably will need to interact with each of the crossroads, for example, but you don't need to do it immediately. But it's just like the efficiency part of my brain is like, do it now and do it early. But no, sometimes that might affect the answer, you know? I do remember this level, and this level looked like an absolute nightmare, but I think it's also the last outer level. No, we've got a few more outer levels to do. Now this one looks very deceptively simple. Because this one is so, like... See, again, I immediately was like, maybe I should use a portal. Maybe I don't need to use a portal. Again, I can't really see a reason not to use a portal yet, but... It's just that sort of thing. Sometimes you just gotta chill out. Chill out, what you're looking for. I feel like, actually, a thing I should keep in mind is maybe we should be using this side of a portal. Because it's not as useful as the other side. Oh, we can't go that way. You might be like, what do you mean by that? Even I don't know what I mean by that, but I somehow stumbled into the answer. I feel like I've just stumbled into the answers just so many times throughout this episode. Maybe I'm just on a roll. Maybe this is just an on day, you know? Last 2 times we recorded, off day. This time, on day. And also, it's been quite a while since I've looked at a lot of these levels, I think, so I think that probably helps. I mean, I often say the slime ones tend to be some of the easiest levels because it's so, like, written out for you. You have to deliver things in this order, which does narrow down the opportunities, the possibilities quite a lot, which is probably key. Okay, now the problem with this one is it's so overwhelming with the amount of things you can do here. So maybe let's just play naive, you know? You don't have to overcomplicate things. Grab orange, deliver to orange. Oh, we only have one carriage. What do I think the ending's going to look like? Maybe I'm jumping too many steps ahead. You know, you haven't seen this level in a while. Be naive. Allow yourself to do something silly. You know, like pick you up, and then we'll cross down here, pick you up, we'll pick you up, and then we're a little bit stuck, to be honest. No, we're not. Wait, that's the solution. What? What's going on? What's happened? Someone's had their Weetabix in the morning. That's a very British saying. Just by being like someone's on their A game. I don't know what's going on. Get rid of this. Old me, trash, rubbish, absolutely terrible at this game. New me, that's where it's at. I'm on a roll. I just can't believe it. Okay. Now, I don't even feel like I solved the last level. So I'm still reading from my last level. I don't even feel like I solved it. I feel like, again, I feel like I naive solutioned it. I just sort of drew out the lines and like how I wanted to do it, and then it just became the solution somehow. I don't understand. I guess that is a thing which I am finding increasingly often with these more harder levels. I very much feel like I'm stumbling into answers rather than deducting them. But I think that's just by nature of the game, its design. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's a more of an iterative process, I feel like, Cosmic Express. You sort of build like your internal structure and then you improve it. You're like, oh, it needs to be a bit more efficient here. I need to improve here. Maybe I can skip out this journey. Maybe I can pick this person up later. You know, it's very iterative of what you're building on, far more so than things like Baba Is You, where I feel like I'm constructing it from the beginning. Or maybe I was just better at Baba Is You, so I never had as many iterative steps in the middle. That's probably it as well. You know, there's probably a lot of different contributing factors. Or maybe I'm just overthinking it and no one really cares, in which case, fair enough. You know, and I'm always like super suspicious whenever aliens are set out in this configuration, because I'm just like, it's collision time, baby. What if I did this? You might be like, what are you doing? Even I don't know the answer to that question. What am I doing? What am I even holding? Well, I've definitely blocked you off, so that makes it quite difficult to do anything, I think. Am I holding another slime? I don't think I'm holding another slime. What am I holding? I can't even think it through right now. Right, so this thing is now blocked off. So what if we grab you first? Ow. Maybe that's okay though. Maybe that's the sort of idea we need to take through with us. We deliver to you. Deliver like that. No, we can't pick up both of you then. What am I doing? Oh, it's 20 minutes, so I think we should wrap this episode off here, but, I think I'm just on it today. I'm going to be honest. Was that 4 levels we done? That's probably like the most we've done in like past 6 episodes. Maybe 6, like 12 episodes. 4 levels in 1 episode. That's incredible. But we're slowly careening inwards to that ultra supernova, and I can't wait to see how difficult that is when it combines all the game's mechanics together. But for now, I'm going to round this episode off here. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Cosmic Express. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares are greatly appreciated. Twitter, Discord down below. Hope we see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.